Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my tanning routine. So I've been doing this routine for the past 2 years, and what I use for my self tanner is this Jergens Natural Glow Instant Sun. So this comes in 2 shades. It comes in light bronze and deep bronze. So I'd recommend the light bronze if you're more on the pale side or if you don't want to go too dark. But I really recommend the deep bronze if you want to get really dark, because this gets you nice and tan. And after I apply this, my tan will last for a full week. So it works really well, it gets me very tan, and I love it. And it's also very easy to do. This doesn't take me any more than about 20 minutes to apply it, and then it takes me about an hour to let it dry. Once you apply this, you definitely don't want to touch any furniture, or you also don't want to wear any clothes that you really care about, because this stuff will definitely stain. So it's always good to prep your skin before you start, and I don't really do that much prepping, but I obviously shower first. I use a loofah to exfoliate my skin, and I of course make sure that I shave, because if you have any stubble at all, the tanner is not going to go on evenly at all. Definitely an important step. So a couple things that I recommend to getting an even tan is applying it with a mitt. So I got this tanning mitt from Ulta. This was only $5.99. This is the best way to get your tan nice and even. The other thing I recommend is using a tanning mousse like this one. The mousse consistency is thick, so it's not going to be running all over your body as you're applying it. So after I have showered, exfoliated, and shaved, I start my tanning process. And I make sure that my skin is completely dry before I start. So I'm going to start with my right arm first, and for my arms I do about 2 to 3 pumps. And I'm just going to apply it on my lower arm and upper arm and my shoulders, and I'm not going to apply it on my hands just yet. So that's where most people go wrong, is by using too much on their hands, and that's how you end up with streaks. You just want to make sure it's evenly applied throughout your whole arm, and then you're going to go in with the excess tanner and apply it onto your hand. And while you're doing this, you want to make sure you get in between each finger so it's very even and there's no blotchy spots. And also make sure you don't apply it onto the palm of your hand. So once my full arm is done, I move on to my chest and my neck, and then I continue to move on throughout the rest of my body. Another area you don't want to use too much tanner on is your knees. You'll end up with really dark knees, so you want to make sure you're using tanner around your knees sparingly. And then once you get to your feet, you're going to do the exact same thing you did with your hands, getting the tanner between your toes, make it nice and even. So at this point, I've pretty much covered my whole body except for this arm. I left this arm for last so that this hand is for sure dry before I put this mitt on that one. When I do my arms, I make sure that I get it all the way up to my shoulders and make sure it blends in with my chest area. Also, right here is another area where it tends to get blotchy, so you want to make sure that you are really getting it even right there. So that is how I apply the self tanner, and then once I have applied it, I usually wait for it to dry for about an hour. You definitely do not want to touch any furniture or clothing or anything that could stain, because this stuff will definitely rub off. Getting your hands or any part of you wet is also going to take the tanner off. So you want to give it a good hour to dry. You will definitely notice your skin will be darker, but the tan won't fully develop until the next day. So I'll usually go to bed, and then when I wake up the next day, the tan is so much darker, and then I'm good to go. Hey you guys, so it is the next day and my tan has fully developed, and I'm really happy with it. It got really dark and bronzy. I just feel like it looks like I just got back from vacation or something, like I was in Hawaii or something. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how it came out. So that is my tanning routine. That's what I've been doing for the past 2 years. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!